up. And they're off. And that gray darn tipple arm, and here comes Northern Task, who will be the first over the fence. Northern Task will share the early lead with Darn Tipple Arm. Northern Task goes on. Darn Tipple Arm is second. And there's a break of 4 to Grand Turk, who's taken under a good hold in third. Golden Orb is moving smoothly in the early going in fourth position. No Wonder is fifth. And that bright gray Marine Silver now jumping over the fence in sixth position. Antique is running second last, and Campanile is the early trailer as the field moves around the clubhouse turn for the first time. And Northern Task is just breezing along a clear and uncontested lead. Darn Tipple Arm continues to sit back second by another 4 lengths. Grand Turk is under a good hold, hard held in third position. Then there's a big break back to the fourth horse, Golden Orb. Golden Orb is followed by No Wonder, and another 3.5 length break to Marine Silver, followed by Antique and Campanile, who continues to run along at the back of the pack. Way down the back stretch, Northern Task leaping over that fence easily, with Darn Tipple Arm running along in second position, and Grand Turk has moved in now to be a closer third as the field moves into the far turn for the first time. Heading round the far turn, and it's Northern Task still in front now. Making a move for the lead is Darn Tipple Arm. Grand Turk runs along the third position, and the Golden Orb has moved in to be closer fourth. The Wonder is fifth, about 6 lengths from front-running Northern Task. There's a big break back to that bright gray horse, Marine Silver, who's followed by Antique and Campanile. Those 3 have been the trailers throughout as they make their way by us now for the second time. Northern Task has been the leader through the first mile of the event. And up and over the fence is Northern Task first. Darn Tipple Arm is continuing to run on comfortably now, and now makes a bid for the lead as they move under the line with 1 lap to go here. And Darn Tipple Arm now edges to the front as they move into the clubhouse turn for the final time. Northern Task running second. Grand Turk took a little awkward step after that jump, continues to run along in third position. Break of 4 back to No Wonder fourth, and Golden Orb on the inside fifth. Still at the back of the pack is Antique. Now Antique is now beginning to start to make some progress, followed by Marine Silver and Campanile the trailer as they head into the back stretch. Darn Tipple Arm the leader. Darn Tipple Arm out there by a length and a half. Northern Task who set the pace is running along in second. Grand Turk is racing in third position. Grand Turk not fencing particularly well. Now moving up on the outside, No Wonder races in fourth, followed by Golden Orb fifth, and it's another 2 back to Antique, Campanile, and the trailer Marine Silver as the field moves for the far turn. Up top, Darn Tipple Arm continues to lead the way. Darn Tipple Arm in front first. And Northern Task is running along in second. Grand Turk racing in third, followed by No Wonder fourth. A break of 5 back to Antique in fifth position. Moving toward the top of the stretch, it's Darn Tipple Arm the leader. Grand Turk has now moved to second position, and Northern Task has dropped back into third. And then a little bumping there between Antique and No Wonder. A bit of a bump at the top of the stretch, and they're coming over the final fence here. Darn Tipple Arm is the leader. Darn Tipple Arm up and over. Grand Turk running in second, and Antique putting in a final sprint as they come down to the line. But it's Darn Tipple Arm coming down to the finish. Antique is finishing with a flourish, but finishing second. He ran out of ground as Darn Tipple Arm holds on. He won it by a neck. Antique a hard charge to run second. Grand Turk was third. And here's the unofficial order of finish. Number 3, Darn Tipple Arm first. Number 1, Antique second. Number 9, Grand Turk third. Number 4, No Wonder was fourth. Flag is up. And they're off. Approaching Squall and Done a Silence will be the first for the fence with Warely, and closest to us, a Bird. And Approaching Squall will lead the pack in the early going. It's Approaching Squall in front. B.B. comes on through. And Done in Silence is also right there. Approaching Squall in front, B.B. running second as they move for that second fence. Approaching Squall up and over first. B.B. running in second. Done in Silence comes through on the inside, now running in second. B.B. is third. Avert on the far outside, fourth. And Land on Go comes through an opening on the inside in fifth position, followed by Go-Go Beach, who now splits horses sixth. Warely is seventh. Sovereign Key is eighth. Followed by the Real Jazz ninth by 4. Then farther back, Neon River, and the early trailer is Crabtown as the field makes their way into the backstretch for the first time. Continuing down the backstretch now, Approaching Squall up and over in tandem with Done in Silence. Those two sharing the lead. And then B.B. and on the inside, Land on Go coming up to be fourth. Approaching Squall up and over with Done in Silence. Done in Silence a short lead. Approaching Squall second. On the far outside, Avert moves to join the lead now, running in third position. Then B.B. is fourth, and Land on Go back racing in fifth. Warely getting past Go-Go Beach now. And then it's a break of 2 back to Sovereign Key, then a break of 5 back to the Real Jazz. A good distance to Crabtown, and being pulled up there is Neon River. Neon River being pulled up at the back of the pack. Making their way into the stretch now for the second time, and it's Done in Silence continuing to lead the field. Done in Silence in front. Approaching Squall is now second. Closest to us, it's a Bird on the outside, now running in third. Then it's B.B. and Warely up and over the fence. Done in Silence continues to lead narrowly. On the outside, a Bird runs along in second. Approaching Squall races in third. And in between horses, B.B. moves up fourth. Then Warely on the outside in fifth position. Land on Go back running in sixth, followed by the Real Jazz, and then Sovereign Key toward the inside, Go-Go Beach, and at the back is Crabtown as the field moves into a clubhouse turn. Done in Silence continues to set the pace, a length and a half just ahead of a Bird running in second. Approaching Squall, who led earlier, is now racing in third position. And then down toward the inside, Land on Go. On the outside, it's B.B. as they head into the backstretch run. Done in Silence, 3/4 of length. A Bird right there with Done in Silence. Approaching Squall now reclaiming second position. A Bird is now third by 3. On the inside, Land on Go comes on through from fourth. Warely is fifth on the outside. B.B. now back racing in sixth position, followed by Sovereign Key, who's seventh. Then a break of 5 back to Go-Go Beach, and a long way back to 2 others being pulled up, Crabtown as well as the Real Jazz. Field moving into the final turn now. And up top, it is Approaching Squall, who is the leader once again. He held the lead much early in the race and is now in front by 2 as Land on Go picks up the chase as they move into the stretch. Approaching Squall, the leader now by 3. Land on Go is running in second. Avert is third. Warely is full out on the outside fourth. And Sovereign Key is making a late bid as the field comes over the final fence, and it is Approaching Squall up and over Land on Go, Sovereign Key, Avert, and Warely, and they're coming down to the finish. And Approaching Squall will be sprinting under the line, and he'll do it here as much the best. Looking good here. Approaching Squall, the winner, winning by 7 lengths on the wire. Sovereign Key finishing second. Bird was third, and then it was Land on Go fourth, and farther back Warely, followed by Go-Go Beach and Done in Silence. Number 4, Approaching Squall, was first. Number 9, Sovereign Key, finishing second. Number 11, Verd, was third. And number 2, Landon Gold, finished fourth. Flag is up. And they're off. Star Silence is the one heading for the early lead. And then Hudson running in second. Star Silence over the fence first. Muscle Car second on the outside of the early going. And Agro Crag now moving up in the second position. On the inside, Hudson moves to third. And Muscle Car's on the outside fourth. Northern Boy in fifth position early. Then Atalanta followed by Deschaveo. And the early trailer is Peach Gold as they make their way for the stretch into the first time. Agro Crag is in a bit of a hurry early and opens up by 5 lengths. We've got a long way to go. Hudson runs along in second position and down toward the inside, Star Silence. The gray is up and over in the third spot. And then it's Northern Boy racing along in mid-pack fourth, followed by Muscle Car, Deschaveo to his inside, then Atalanta and Peach Gold at the back of the pack as they head for the clubhouse turn. Agro Crag up and over, and Star Silence continues to run back in second position, followed by Hudson third, Northern Boy fourth, Muscle Car fifth on the outside, Deschaveo running in sixth, and Atalanta 5 lengths to Peach Gold, the trailer, as Agro Crag continues a lengthy lead as they head for the backstretch for the first time. Agro Crag the leader by 3.5 lengths. Star Silence sitting back in second, followed by an unhurried Hudson third. Here's Agro Crag up and over. Ooh, stumbled a bit after the start there. The trailer as Agro Crag takes the field into the stretch now for the second time. Agro Crag still on top there by 4. Star Silence running in second, followed by Northern Boy third. Here's Agro Crag up and over. Nicely over the fence that time. Leads by 5 over Star Silence running in second. Northern Boy, Deschaveo is making a bit of a move now with 1 circuit left on the course. Agro Crag has been the leader. He's led by a half dozen lengths throughout most of the race and continues that way as they move for the clubhouse turn for the final time. Agro Capper just leaped over that fence very well and leads by 6 lengths from Star Silence second. Deschaveo near the back of the pack early has made steady progress into third position just in behind Star Silence. He's looking for some running room, but to his outside is Northern Boy. Northern Boy running in third. Deschaveo shuffled back into fourth position. Muscle Car fifth by 5. Atlanta 6 by another 5 or 6. Then Hudson in a 7th length break back to Peach Gold, the trailer, as the field is strung out now as they begin to run down the backstretch for the final time. Agro Crag up and over nicely. A 6-length lead over Star Silence, second by another 4. Deschaveo now has running room and edges up into third position. Muscle Car is fourth. Northern Boy in between those two in fifth position. Agro Crag really tough to get, still out there by 6. As they move for the far turn, Agro Crag still maintains a commanding lead. It's Agro Crag up and over a 5.5 length lead, followed by Star Silence running in second. Muscle Car is third. Deschaveo running in fourth, 5 lengths back. Atalanta is under the whip with about 3 furlongs to go. It's a long way back to Peach Gold as the field continues around the far turn. Agro Crag is in a drive now. Agro Crag leading by 4 lengths. Star Silence getting a bit closer as they turn into the stretch to the final time, and Muscle Car third. 1 fence left for Agro Crag, and he's still out there by 4.5 or 5 lengths. Muscle Car and Star Silence second and third. Agro Crag up and over and is driving to the line now, and Muscle Car has taken second. Star Silence is third. Agro Crag in front. Muscle Car will be second coming into the line. Agro Crag all the way on the lead. Never got a serious challenge. Muscle Car was second, about 7 lengths to Deschavelle. Returning to the winner's circle is Agro Crag, owned by Green Stripe Stables, trained by Brooks Turkey and ridden by Sean Clancy. Agro Crag is a 6-year-old gelding by Caveat from Blessing and Disguise. And it's Flat Top who's heading for the early lead. Flat Top will be the early leader, followed by Leandro, who runs along in second position in the early going. It's a Giggle. Now moves to third position on the outside, followed by Atomistic, running in fourth. Then Major Jamie, running 3 wide going into the turn. Paul Russ is now back in seventh position, followed by Lapsing racing in eighth. Marchone, Brigade of Guards second last, and the early trailer will be Alan Barr as the field makes their way past the stands for the first time. It's Flat Top on top. Flat Top out there by 5. Out on the inside, Leandro runs along in second, followed by Beast Balens in third position. As they move by us for the first time, Flat Top, now the speed throttling down here as the field catches up. With the pace being slowed down, Flat Top is the leader by a length. On the outside, Beast Balens runs along in second. Leandro to his inside is racing in third position. It's a Giggle is fourth behind a pedestrian pace here. Atomistic is fifth toward the inside, followed by Major Jamie. Then Lapsing, Paul Russ toward the inside. Smart Joan, Brigade of Guards, and Alan Barr trails the field. Flat Top continues to cruise along on cruise control. It's just a stroll in the park here for Flat Top. The leader into the backstretch and well in hand, leading by 2. Leandro sitting back in second position, and Beast Balens is now racing in third. It's a Giggle remains in fourth. Atomistic to his inside is fifth. And Major Jamie, Lapsing, Paul Russ, Brigade of Guards, Smart Joan, and Alan Barr at the back of the pack. There's a half mile left here, and the pace still a very steady one. On top, it is Flat Top, who's led through easy fractions. The classy Beast Balens is now second and in perfect striking position to win this race. Down toward the inside, Leandro races in third. It's a Giggle is fourth. Atomistic is shuffled back into fifth position. On the outside, moving up now is Major Jamie as the field approaches the top of the stretch. Flat Top still the leader as they turn for home. Bees Bolenz looms a threat on the outside, running in second. Down toward the inside, Leandro's right there, in with a chance third. Then It's a Giggle. Lapsing threads his way through in between horses, and they're coming into the final furlong. Flat Top all the way on the lead. Leandro second, Lapsing third, Smart Joan fourth, Atomistic fifth. Bees Bolenz has dropped back in the pack, and it's all Flat Top leading all the way to win by 2 from Leandro finishing second, then Smart Joan and Atomistic. Returning to the winner's circle is Flat Top, owned by Mrs. Henry A. Jerry, trained by Janet Elliott, and ridden by Betsy Patterson. Flat Top, a 5-year-old son of Alleged, from Lady of the Light. Thank you.